Veterans Day that's coming up is actually twofold. Some people believe that it's like combat veterans, people who actually deployed, people who served in combat, went overseas, actually went to the fight. But it's not actually true per se. Those are you consider combat veterans, but a veteran itself is anybody who has served. And to actually truly hold that title is you actually have to serve your contract fully. And you get out, you get your what they call a DD-214, which is like your exit slip.
Them's your discharge papers.
Yeah, your discharge papers. Good job.
I'm here for you, babe.
And you actually become a veteran. You can put that on your plate, you can put that on your license, all that jazz.
You can get your free shit on Veterans Day.
And it has to be 20 years, right?
No.
See, here's the funny thing, madam. I am a veteran twice over. I have actually had 2 DD-214s, and I'm working on my third.
Wow.
I actually served my initial contract from 2006 to 2012. I got out because that was the height of the Afghan war, and I got tired of being shot at.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Babies Down, Bottles Up. I have half of my crew here with me today. Hey guys, how are y'all doing tonight?
Hey girl, I heard you said gentlemen. I was like, okay, the men are welcome. Pull up a seat.
I was saying that because of the recent email that we got.
Hey, yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We appreciate all of our emails and our Facebook comments and everything. We read every single one. We love y'all so much.
Oh my God, that homemaking one was like really popular.
If y'all aren't checking out my homemaking tip of the week, what even are you doing?
Yeah. But we're missing our girl Joss. I'm sure she's out there like being fashionable, having a good time.
Yeah, she described her fit. I'm sure she looks gorgeous.
She did. Hopefully her hair stayed curly.
Yeah, Texas is going through it apparently.
Yeah, we're going through our mood swings right now.
But we have 2 guests today. Not at the same time, but we do. We have 2 guests.
So we have, I'll start off by saying that this episode is in honor of Veterans Day. Now, we know that Veterans Day would have passed by the time this comes out, but we thought that it still was important to recognize. And so we have 2 amazing guests on, and I believe Terrin is going to share some of her background about being a military wife. But we also have my good friend Dawn with us tonight. We used to work together at, they have a new name.
Vibrant Works now. Yeah.
Yes.
But it was San Antonio Lighthouse for the Blind.
Yes. So we used to work together a really short time, honestly, but we became really close because we were in grad school at the same time. We are both licensed professional counselor associates. So we kind of bonded over that. And we're just really glad to have you. Thank you for coming on, Dawn.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. It's a nice thing to do on my Friday night. So I'm in my PJs. I am not dressed up fancy, and I've got my wine.
Oh, okay.
As you should.
What wine are you drinking?
I don't even know. It's organic red wine because I've discovered that organic doesn't give me a migraine.
Same. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah. It was actually a client. I'm a mental health counselor. It was a client that filled me in on that one. So.
Oh, wow.
That is
amazing. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I subscribe to Naked Wines, and they have organic wines without nasty ingredients. Hey, sponsor, I was just saying, okay?
Oh my gosh, I will have to go look at that. Yes.
They'll send you.
It's limited.
Yes, they will send you wine every month. It'll come right to your door.
Just one wine, or can you get like lots of wine?
So I usually get 6 bottles a month.
Okay, that's pretty good.
To my door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
I want 6 bottles of wine to my door. Sign me up.
Well, you get 6 bottles and you haven't even sent us one. Like what?
Because 6 bottles, really, 6 bottles is barely enough for a month.
Agreed.
No, truth.
It's not.
Like, and you can curate the types of wine that you like. You can tell them what you enjoy and what you didn't from your previous shipment, and they really curate a shipment just for you.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
That's
I'll definitely check that out because I made that discovery about a month ago and it was a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not drinking anything, but it's the bubbly from Walmart, the strawberry sunset.
Okay.
Delicious.
Like it?
What are you drinking, Danny?
It's just whiskey gingers.
Oh, you know what? When we were together, you let me taste that. Now that was actually pretty good. Okay.
Whiskey ginger's pretty good.
I don't think
We're using Jack Daniels tonight.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Sometimes I do just tequila in lime fizzy water. Water.
Yeah.
They call it ranch water because it's hard. It's hardly makes any impact calorically. So
exactly. Yeah. No carbs, baby.
No carbs. Yeah.
The best.
Yeah.
I've also been finding mixing whiskeys with the actual seltzers, the White Claws or the Topo Chicos.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also still cutting down on a lot of the sugar content, a lot of the
Yes, I am not a fan of sugar. Anyone who knows me knows that's the
same
S word. Yeah.
No, I'm not into it. We don't do that.
So tonight we're going to talk about military life. Terrin and Dawn are or were military wives, and I'm sure they have tons and tons of tales to tell us. I'm going to try to introduce Dawn, but I'm sure she could do better than I am going to do. Here we go. So Dawn is, where are you from, Dawn?
Well, why don't you tell us about your background?
Yeah. So originally I am from Washington State, but I have not lived there in, 30 years. So 31 years. So as a military spouse, I'm from everywhere. So I got married in 1994. My husband and I were high school sweethearts. We actually met our freshman year and dated for a short period of time. And then he broke up with me. So I joke that I got revenge by marrying him and having 5 kids. So we actually got married our senior year, which is kind of weird. But and our prom picture, in our yearbook, it says, Hank and Dawn Scott enjoying a quiet night out because we had a newborn son and we were married. So
quiet night out. I love that.
Wow.
But anyway, so he joined the Air Force in 94, or I think it was 94. And he was in for 22 years. So and I was along for the whole ride. We spent 16 of those 22 years overseas. So we've had quite the life and I really enjoyed it. And to be honest, I miss it because I miss the traveling. I miss moving and going somewhere different. And after we bought our house here, I asked him, so people just live somewhere? That's so weird.
I so get it. We've been here going on 5 years and I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been here forever.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yes, you get itchy feet. You're like, okay, where are we going? Yeah. And even now I'd be happy just to house hop. Just every 4 or 5
just rearrange all my furniture a lot because I'm like, I need a change. I need something different.
You know what I do is once a year now, I do some kind of remodel. So yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything giant, but we closed in our formal dining room as an office this year. And at the end of this year, my brother's going to help my husband put in hard floors upstairs, but I need the chaos. It's like I need to be able to purge all the stuff we don't need and things to look a little different. And so
I'll tell you, being a military wife, you will purge things because you're so used to being like, oh, I don't want to move this. I'm going to get rid of that. It's that PCS sale. Come get what you want.
Exactly. Yes.
PCS is permanent change of station when your spouse or you get orders to a new duty station and you have to move and you're like, come get all my crap.
And then you pack it all up. And if you move overseas, you don't see it for 3 months. And then you unpack it. When you unpack it, you do the same thing. You're like, I didn't need most of the stuff that I thought I needed. And I will tell you, when you get out of the military, when your husband leaves the military and you finally don't have movers anymore, it's very eye-opening, and you really change your tune about a lot of things. So
right. We bought a home about a year and a half ago. So we moved we were living on post, and we moved to our home that we purchased. I was like, we have to pay for our movers. They're so expensive. Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Yes, we did the cheaty way out. Last time we moved, we packed our own stuff. So we boxed it up over a couple of weeks, and we only had the movers come move the boxes and the big stuff. That's
what we did. Only the big stuff and the super heavy things.
Yeah,
we had the mover because they were charging by the hour, and I was like, "Come on, fellas, let's move it." Here's a Gatorade while you're walking back. Y'all are young.
30 minutes. Wow.
Yes, we had a big china cabinet that we had actually gotten in Okinawa when we were there, and then we had like a whole bunch of Linux china from Italy that you could get it from the factory because if it had imperfections. Mm-hmm. And so we had a whole bunch of that we never used. And I'll tell you, the first time we had to move, I said, nope, we got rid of all of it. I'm like, I'm not moving that. If I can't lift it, it ain't going. So.
That is so real. So relatable.
So you mentioned that Hank is not in the military anymore.
No.
So what does he do now?
He's a software engineer, software developer now. He works as a contractor for the military, actually. He works for a company that contracts with the military to develop different programs. And he honestly makes a lot more money on the outside. He was not a software developer in the military. He was a command post in the Air Force. So he worked crazy shifts, and it was nuts. The reason why he got out at 22 years is he had just got back from a deployment. I think he was gone for about 6 months in Kuwait, and we were in California, and he was home for maybe 3 months. Mm-hmm. And they called him out for another deployment. And there's a rule that they can't do that technically in that short a period of time in the Air Force. And they had made a mistake with the Manning report. His boss had made a mistake. And so they had called him out for a deployment. And it was 12 months in Afghanistan, but not just 12 months in Afghanistan. It was traveling around Afghanistan, which any military wife knows you don't want your husband doing that.
Yeah, my husband went twice.
Yes. And so he was at 22 years. He had just finished his bachelor's degree in IT, and he still had his security clearance. And they said, you have to take this deployment or retire. And he's like, bye.
Here are my papers. Here are my papers right here. I'm done, so. Yeah, I've already met my 20. My husband says all the time, he's just like, 20. That's all I got to get to. That's all I got to get to.
Where is he, Terrin? Like, what year is it for him?
16. Oh, but it was broken up, and he's just like kicks himself for the fact that he had gotten out and gotten back in. But you know what? Life experiences, right? Because there's so many soldiers, especially when they join quite young, that they think that things are going to be different on the outside, and they're not always, especially if you did not use those opportunities that the military does provide for you for tuition assistance and furthering your educations and getting skills and things like that. If you don't do any of that, and then you just get out of the Army after your first contract, you're not going to have a bunch of transferable skills, and you're gonna still be working those same jobs with less benefits, less pay, no housing, so on and so forth. So I also think it's important to learn those lessons. So yeah, that was difficult, but now he knows, and it makes it easier when he's going through things now to be like, nope, I got to get my 20. It's worth it to get the 20 because it's not always. And he got a college degree and got lots of certificates and things like that, just because, why not? Why not?
Right. You're not paying for it.
Right.
And my husband stayed in just long enough when he decided to retire. He had rolled over his GI Bill to his children.
My husband's doing that for our daughter.
And our daughter just used it. So we have a daughter that's 25, and she used a good portion of it and got her bachelor's degree at Texas State. And then our other daughter, we have another daughter that's using the rest of it to go to beauty school. So
That is amazing.
She's going
Congratulations to your children.
Yeah,
That's
isn't
such
that
an
cool?
accomplishment.
That is so cool. Wait, she didn't graduate yet, did she?
No, so my oldest daughter she graduated and she's actually engaged. So she's engaged.
Oh, they got engaged.
Yay, yeah. And she's engaged to my future son-in-law who's in medical school. So it's like every mother's dream.
Oh wow, a doctor in the
right. And then my middle daughter is the one that is going to be going to beauty school. So it's nice that we have that and that we could. And then my oldest son, he was actually in the Air Force for 6 years, so he has his own GI Bill. And so it's just the two littles. The two littles we have to pay for, but they have college funds, so they'll be fine. But yeah, so it was nice that he was able to roll that over and then keep his TS as his clearance, and it helped him get a job on the outside as a developer, and it just went from there. So
that security clearance does mean so much.
It does. And if anyone is like going to be listening to this that is in the military and has that clearance, it's going to help when you get out, especially if you're doing something in the public sector, or working as a contractor. It'll help you get your foot in the door. It certainly has helped him, and now he doesn't need it as much, probably, but it's been awesome. And I think he loves working as a civilian a lot more. No offense to the Air Force. We had a really good time, but
well, he did that. He did 22 years of that.
He did 22 years of that. And we missed the travel, but he does not miss the hours. The hours are crazy. Yeah.
Well, and I feel like the higher rank you get, those hours are they're just really brutal.
Yeah, because then you're in charge of people too, right?
And when they mess up, you've got to be where they're at, right?
Yep. So that was tough, but it was fun. And our kids, I think, for the most part, really enjoyed it. So
I do have a question for you. For the Army, I'm sure the Air Force has something similar, if not like the same thing. We have the soldier family readiness groups. And I was curious if you ever participated in those, if anyone ever did not want you to help, or maybe didn't offer for you to participate in things because of your blindness. I'm very curious about that.
Okay, so I guess I'm blessed I don't have any tales of woe. I was always really, I don't want to say embarrassed of my disability, but especially when I was younger, because keep in mind, my husband joined the Air Force when he was
a baby,
almost 19, but I was barely 18 when we moved to Hawaii. So we were married and had an infant son. We moved to Hawaii away from our family. And it was really hard for me because I just wanted to fit in. So my disability was something I really didn't discuss with people. People that got to know me really well knew, and I was open about it. But it was, to me, embarrassing in the beginning, especially when I was young. I hadn't been away from home, and I hadn't been away from people that knew me my whole life. So it was weird. As far as the readiness groups, I eventually, by the time he was in his last duty station in California, I was actually a key spouse. So, I mean, by that point, I was older and wiser and more confident. But it took me a minute to get to that.
What does that mean? You were a key spouse.
So, key spouse, they had in the Air Force. I think they have it at every base.
They have it in the Army as well.
Yeah. So, key spouse, they usually have one per squadron. And a squadron is the group. Basically, the base is divided into groups based on their careers and what they're doing. And then that's your squadron. And each squadron has a key spouse or two, depending on the size, that basically spouses that husbands are deployed or wives that are deployed can contact the key spouse, and we would have the information for all kinds of things. We could connect them to the first shirt. We could connect them to Airman Family Readiness, chaplain. We could just be their friend, talk to them and talk them through hard days. So basically it was somebody that they could contact that knew more than they did, you hope.
Work out childcare,
right?
Cross messages if you really have to get a hold of your spouse and get them home for some kind of tragedy or really big something. And then also planning things while they're gone, or even when they're home too. We do a lot of stuff when they're home as well.
We would have the big, so like the Christmas party, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We would have monthly get-togethers, the key spouse, deployed spouses dinner, they called it. So we would go and they would have prizes and things like that, and all the key spouses went and would be, you know, walk around and talk to the people in there that within their squadron or outside. And it was just really neat. I really enjoyed it. And when we left, you know, it was really sad. It was really sad when he got out, and, you know, you kind of put all that away and you move on to do other things. You don't have the same community on the outside as a civilian that you do on the inside as a military spouse. I don't think.
Did you go through like an identity crisis when he got out?
When I got out,
like, what do we do now?
Yeah, you know, we moved to Texas, so we weren't even with family. Because our family's from Washington, so we have nobody here in San Antonio. So we got here, and it was a little bit depressing. And I think even my husband was a little bit depressed because you're used to all the structure, right? And even though you resent the structure, at the same time you grow to it's like being institutionalized,
right?
You grow to appreciate it, and
it's comforting.
Yeah. And so it was weird to have like be left to our own devices. And my husband, even though he had a good job, you're not guaranteed your job anymore, right?
Right.
So
you're not on a contract.
So that becomes like, then we got very focused on the Dave Ramsey and having an emergency fund and all that. So that's a little bit better now. But initially it was very scary. And I remember we have very good friends that her husband retired 1 year before my husband did. And I remember when Hank decided to retire, I called her and she said, it's really scary right now, but in a year, you'll be glad you did. And she was right. In a year, we were glad we did. But going through it, we're like, this is so crappy.
Well, and military families, if you're not aware of this, most military installations do offer free Dave Ramsey classes. So you can contact the chaplain or your family readiness group leader if you have one, and they can give you that information, and it is for free. So like participate in all of those benefits that are out there. There is so much, and education for spouses and childcare while your partner's deployed. There's just so many things, and people just don't know. You don't know unless you ask.
True. Yes. It was amazing, and that the support was amazing. So, and you never felt like you were completely alone. I remember when we were in Okinawa, and my husband was deployed, and I would go out to mow my lawn, and my neighbor, who was my husband's boss, actually would come outside. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I would say, "I'm mowing my lawn." And he's like, "No, you don't mow your lawn. I'll mow your lawn." So just stuff like that. I miss that community, you know.
Yes, Fort Carson has a project here where we live where if you have a deployed spouse, you can sign up and someone will come and take care of your yard for you. Free of charge.
That's awesome.
We have volunteers that come and do it.
Wow.
Which is
amazing.
Well, I love think about it. Like if you're a mama and you've got 5 kids and maybe you just had a baby, you can't be out there mowing. You know, that's a big deal.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the support was incredible.
So I guess the answer is no. Then you got in there and you participated, because I've had a little bit of that, especially like in new units. But I have I cannot ever pass as sighted, so I think that also has something to do with it. But I think people, until they get to know me, they don't know how I'm able to do certain things, or they feel bad about the transportation aspect. So they tend to not include me as much until this most recent unit. I made friends with my husband's commander's wife and became like friends outside of like, we're friends because our husbands work together. And that really helped because she got to know me as a person.
Right.
And she's the, SFRG leader. So then the things changed big time at that point. Yeah. She's sweet as sugar.
When my husband was gone, when we were in California, he, so that people that he worked with knew about my disability. And so we would set up, like, before he left, like, if I have an emergency, this is who I call. If I need And then I had friends, and I would just like, if I had my good friend went to Costco, I'd go with her, that kind of thing. But there, I did have, so I was able to bike at that time. So I had a double bike trailer. And my littlest kids were in like, second grade in kindergarten, I think. Mm-hmm. And so they would just ride in the bike trailer, and I would tow them all over that place. But
that is so adorable.
So I had an e-bike though. So my husband got me an e-bike before we left, because it's windy at we were at Vandenberg in Central Coast, California. So it's windy there. I'm like, I am not towing Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here in the wind. My thighs ain't that strong. So I'm like, so we got an e-bike, and I would attach the trailer, and that's how I got groceries and took them everywhere, and swim lessons, church, everything. Wow. And that's how we got around. Yeah. And then the weird thing is, as a visually impaired person, the little things that people don't think about is like, I actually had to have people that would clip my kids' nails.
Huh. Oh, and now they have those little buffers that
now they have those little,
yeah. But I have like, in Okinawa, my very best friend would just come over and just clip their nails real quick. When my husband was gone in California, by that point, my daughters were much older. Like one was in high school, one was in middle school. So they clipped the little kids' nails. But when they were younger, that was something that would stress me. It would actually stress me out before he left. Because that was like the one thing I'm like, out of all the things I can do, I can't do that.
Right.
So...
But I will tell you, especially if you live on post or on base, the community there, like we have Facebook pages now, and I would see when we lived on post, it's like someone would be like, my kids are sick, my husband's gone, my child has a 102 fever, I don't have any fever reducer, can somebody run out and grab it, or can somebody drop it on my porch? And it would always happen. You didn't have formula, you will. You're having a hard time and you need a meal, we got you.
Absolutely.
But it is my 14-year-old. We've lived off post for about a year and a half now, and we live in more of like a rural retirement area now. So she's accustomed to seeing like, grandmas, grandpas, retired people, so on. So we went trick-or-treating, and because we live on a dirt road, the houses are really far apart, we decided to go on post for Halloween to go trick-or-treating. And she just was looking around, and she's like, I forgot how young all of the parents are here. Because it is usually, 18, 19, 20-year-old couples who are living on post with their very small children. And gave her a little bit of culture shock for a minute, because she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so used to seeing our Vietnam vet neighbor next to us, and now we've got like this mother is 4 years older than me. So it just blew her mind.
It's very true. Yeah. On base, it's, like you said, 18 to 20, maybe like in their 30s, maybe 40, early 40s. But by then,
that's why we moved.
Yeah.
Because I'm, in my mid 30s. But what is so nice is that we have a child who uses a wheelchair and some other disabilities. So anytime we moved on post, any kind of accommodations that we needed to the home for her, any wheelchair ramps, accessible bathrooms, anything like that, they would do fully no charge to us. And they would have ADA homes for families like ours.
That's awesome.
And you just can't beat that. We can't afford to do that to the home we live in.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I remembered. It was housing. As discrimination goes, yes, I have had an issue.
Oh,
yes.
Let us know.
I will dish.
Okay.
So when we were in Okinawa, we lived in Washington Heights, which is about maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the BX and commissary. And before then, everywhere we had just been lucky. Like we had just been placed in housing out of luck that was close where I could walk and bike everywhere. And Okinawa's hot and humid. And we basically put in a request, I think, after like 1.5 years to move closer. And then the housing people, the actual housing person we were dealing with called us and said, no way. We didn't know at the time that my husband's first shirt was working behind the scenes with the commander of housing at that time to do something for us. So we actually ended up getting a house right behind the commissary in BX, which was awesome. Nice. and the school was right down the street. But it was
in layman terms, the commissary is just a grocery store, like a
right, yeah.
And
commissary and the BX is like other goods, like clothing and everything else you'd ever buy.
And for the Army, it's a PX.
PX, yeah.
Yep.
You know, we had the movie theater and everything, and but it was senior NCO housing and a bedroom more than we were supposed to have. So they didn't just like come through for us; they came through bigger and better.
Wow.
So that was the good story. The crappy story is we were in Guam getting ready to move back to Texas, and my husband was filling out the housing form for Lackland Air Force Base. I'm going to call y'all out right now.
Do it.
I'm calling out Guam right now. So it was Anderson Air Force Base, and he was filling out, and it asks if anybody in your family has a disability, and he put yes, and he put that I'm legally blind, and I was sitting there, and the woman looked at me, and she looked at my husband. She goes, no, because I don't have a cane or anything that I use currently. And my husband's like, yes, she is. She goes, no. She's like shaking
also,
her.
You can't question someone's
right.
disability.
She did. Oh, she did. And my husband looked at her and he goes, she may not be can of pencils blind, but she's blind.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, did that end up causing like a bigger issue, or she was just?
It did not. She let it go.
Thank goodness.
But I had not at that point dealt with anybody questioning like why would I lie about that? You know what I mean? But he he put it so that they know we need housing that's not like on the annex or something, you know, across town. We need housing that's accessible that I can get and do the things I need to do. Basically, in case he gets deployed. Right. So our whole attitude is we have to, you know, always set ourselves up for him not to be around.
100%. Wow. And housing is now privatized. I didn't know if you knew that. And that it
is. Yeah.
It's pretty miserable because you can't just go to the CG and be like, you know, we're not getting what we need. Because I've had to make a big stink a couple of times over my daughter, not so much anything to do with me, but my daughter for sure. We lived in Fort Hood, now Fort Cavazos, and we had black mold in our home, and they they wanted to keep us in the home while they remediated the mold. However, my daughter is on oxygen, and I was like, no, we need to be displaced somewhere else, and we had to like really make a big deal about it. And the difficult part is that at that point, the military, there's only so much they can do because this is a privatized housing company. So ultimately, the military can't make them do anything.
Right.
So yeah, housing, I think, is probably something that's a sore spot for most military families.
It is. So when we were in England, we lived in the UK, because the RAF bases are not United States. They're not Department of Defense bases. They're owned by the UK, by England, England's Department of Defense. So their housing office didn't give a crap. Like, I don't care if you're blind, deaf, I don't care what you are.
Oh my gosh.
You're going on the waiting list, and that's where you're going to go. And we're not treating you special. And so we were off base there for like a year and a half in a really nice house, actually, but it was kind of far, a good jaunt for sure. And then we finally got lucky and got really nice brand new housing on RAF Milton Hall. That was pretty close to everything. And that was just, they said we actually got lucky that a lot of people were getting housing at another base that was really far away. So they did not. They refused. They're like, no, we're not doing that. So that was just another country. Their attitude toward it was kind of, you know, we're not doing nothing special for you.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. We enjoyed the UK. It was a lot of fun. We stayed for 4 years, and I wouldn't take it back. I mean, it was a great experience, but it was a little, and we went from here, San Antonio, Lackland, to the UK. And that was difficult just because of the weather change.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was cold. So I was cold for like the first 2 winters. I would wear long johns under my jeans. And I'm talking cold, like 30 or 40 degrees. It wasn't like it was like
10 degrees.
It wasn't like it was like, you know, below like below zero or something. So yeah, it was weird though. I did not realize that we acclimate like that to weather.
Yeah, it's true. I go back to Louisiana where my husband and I are from. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe here. How do you deal with this? And I lived there for over 20 years of my life.
Right.
It's like, I got to get back up here. The air is just too thick. I need to get to where I need to go back to the thin air.
And it's the opposite for other people.
Yes.
We have very good friends that we met in the UK, but their two daughters became our two daughters' best friends. The first day that we moved on to Mildenhall, actually, my husband joked that they came back with an entourage.
Oh my gosh. We met friends.
We met friends. And that's how base, that's how bases are though. Yes.
It's true.
It's weird. Like the kids actually go out and play and the whole neighborhood goes out to play. It's crazy. So I met these kids and I met them, I think, around September, October. And these little girls would come over to my house all the time without a jacket. It drove me crazy, you guys. I would see them. I'm like, you guys, where's your jacket? Like the little one was like 5. Where's your jacket? Aren't you cold? No, I'm not cold. So for months, and I'm thinking this woman is like the worst mother on the face of the planet. I'm like, why are these kids running around?
I think I know where this is going.
It's like 40 degrees outside. Oh my God. I found out they had moved there from Alaska.
And I knew it. I was like,
wow.
They must have come from Alaska.
So I'm like, it's like nice weather.
Yeah.
My husband tells a story about one of his commanders, and she was saying that when she was in Alaska, she had just moved there, and she was letting her son play outside. She was watching television, and all of a sudden she just started feeling really, really tired. And she looked at the clock, and it was like 10:30 at night, but the sun hadn't gone down just because of the way the sun is there.
Yeah.
So she was waiting for it to get dark to tell her son to come in, but it wasn't getting dark.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
I can imagine. I'd love to go to Alaska.
Right?
The mother that I thought was this terrible mother, her and I became very good friends and are still friends to this day. So I'm just saying.
That's amazing.
Oh, that is wild. It seems like there's some really cool stories. Like I've always thought that being like a military family was cool, just the moving around. But just I could go on and on and on and listen to you guys for days for I love getting with Cory whenever we, meet up with Cory and just hearing his stories because they're just so interesting.
And my husband is extra.
He is very extra, but no.
So my husband was command post. And so command post in the Air Force is basically 24/7, 365, right? And they work for the commander, and anything big that goes on the base, they process the reports for it. And any bases that they're tied to, same thing. So my husband knew everything that was going on about everybody. And so he would come home and I'd be like, anything interesting happening?
What's the tea?
Yes. And so he would get the crazy. So people would call the command post to make complaints too, right? Like when we were in at Lackland, people would call and complain about the planes flying over.
Right? Really?
Yeah,
when
you're
we lived in
exactly.
Texas, it was the artillery. We lived really close to the artillery field. The housing did.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you want us to do? Move your house?
Stop? Yeah. Yes,
Oh
he would get crazy phone calls. He would get conspiracy theory phone calls in the middle of the night at the command post of locals calling him to tell him something they had seen or something.
Oh my gosh, there is a UFO out here.
Yeah, basically. So he would come home or anything. If anybody got arrested,
DUIs, a wife calling to be like, my husband is cheating on me and I want him thrown in the barracks.
Yes. So just be clear, he never used names in case anybody
HIPAA vibes.
I don't think that they were under HIPAA, but I'm sure there was some kind of
some type of confidentiality.
Yes, absolutely.
Going on.
But he was also the people that do the announcements on the big loudspeakers on base. He was that guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so they would play the national anthem. Like when we lived at Randolph, they would play the national anthem every day at 5 p.m. And when my son was very little, my oldest son, he thought it was just for him.
Oh my God.
You should call him into the room to have him do a throwback announcement on the microphone.
Right?
So when they do the national anthem, does everyone stop and salute the flag? Because that's what
everyone face the flag. They face the flag. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to face the flag. All the
Put
cars
your hand on
pull
your
over.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in your car, you pull over. If you're
y'all, that is wild.
Mm-hmm.
She is not kidding.
Yeah. And I will tell you when I was pregnant in Okinawa, I remember hot and humid. I remember we were at the BX one time, which is the big store. And I got out of the car and they have a little preamble to the national anthem. And so that little preamble comes on. I'm like, oh, crap. Well, I'm not standing out here. It's like 9 degrees.
So then you're just like rushing to get inside.
Yeah, I ran to get in the air conditioning. My husband's like, you can't do that.
My husband, he would be, he's like, it's 4:57. He'd be like, shit. And that's just him like trying to hurry up and get inside. I'll ask him about that when he comes on because lots of people do that.
I did. He's like, you can't do that. It looks really bad. I'm like, I don't care. I'm 5 months pregnant. It's hot. I am not standing out there in the heat. I get a pass. Yeah. People know.
I'm just imagining you running into the building like...
Well, at some point, like what your spouse does really does matter quite a bit for the soldier's career. It does matter quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a respect thing too, and you don't want to be because it can affect if people see like my attitude and the things I do can impact his career.
Right.
I knew people in England that their teenagers were so poorly behaved. I mean, extra that the dad got kicked off of the base, and they got reassigned to another base somewhere else.
Because if you think about it, the way they see it is if you can't have your home under control, how is it you're going to have your troops under control? Exactly. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong or left or right. I'm just saying that's kind of how it's seen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. But
I just want to be seen as the hot wife that brings baked goods.
Oh,
that's what
right?
That's what I care about.
I don't know. I've got like perimenopausal bod, so I've kind of lost that edge. But maybe there's like some guy like 25-year-old mommy issues out there that might think that.
Get her. Oh my gosh.
They're right? They're out there.
They are.
Oh yeah, they are.
I mean, if he's into stretch marks and
some men like that.
Some men do.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, is there anything that we didn't touch on that you felt strongly about sharing with us and our audience?
Think a minute. I will say that anyone who's thinking about serving, it is a good opportunity. You do get your GI Bill. My husband didn't use his. He was able to use FAFSA and tuition assistance to get his degree and then roll his GI Bill to his children. I am partial to the Air Force because I do think they have really nice housing and the bases are very nice.
Yes, let's be clear. The Air Force has much nicer housing. And if my child would ask what branch she should enlist in, I would absolutely say Air Force.
Yes, and I think
traitor.
It's just
respectfully,
respectfully.
It's nice. You have an opportunity to travel. College money. I made a lot of friends I would have never made just staying in the town I grew up in. You meet people that you would have never met. People from different walks of life, different backgrounds. I have a friend that I met when we were in Italy, and we're best friends. We've been best friends for about 25 years. So,
wow.
And yeah, I would have never met her otherwise. So if you have the opportunity, if it's something you're thinking about doing, talk to a recruiter. Get in shape because I've heard that a lot of young people are not able to pass the fitness test to get into the military anymore.
And the height and weight. Yeah.
Now we're back to the sugar, y'all. Get off the sugar.
Seriously, it's terrible for you. It's killing you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Has anybody read Cali Means Good Energy?
No.
Oh, I have.
Oh my gosh, you've got to read it. It's so good. She's like a former surgeon turned functional medicine because
I would love her.
yes.
Oh my
so
gosh.
her name's Callie Means. She has a brother named Casey Means, a twin brother. And they're actually really big on the functional medicine and the myths of big pharma and big food. And so her book was really good. So I got done reading that, and my husband and I just joined Function Health, so we can get all of our blood work done and kind of take responsibility for our own stuff.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Sally Fallon Morell's book, Nourishing Traditions, as well. That's a really, really good one. Tons of recipes.
Oh, I love it. I will have to look at that.
Yes. Anywho, we could go on a whole soapbox about.
Oh, yeah.
No, you also do a food one. That is,
I would get canceled.
They would be like, "Oh my God, I'm not listening to y'all anymore." Because Terrin goes, "No, I'm just kidding."
They'd be like, "Terrin yelled. She just rage yelled for 2 hours."
Oh, you haven't heard me in the sucralose argument with my husband because I go off. I'm like, you can't drink that. He's like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, it's fine.
Just because it doesn't have calories does not mean it is good for you.
I'm like, it was created in a lab. He's like, and I'm like,
well, and it's also created to be sweeter than even sugar and more addictive.
Exactly.
Look, here we go.
Yes, here we go. Yes. So he's in energy drinks. He drinks like an energy drink a day, and I've had to push him to do the stevia-based ones, which he's resentful about, but he did it anyway.
Well, thank you when he lives longer. Yes, exactly.
Right? Yes, I know. But y'all should do a food one. That should be your next big thing.
We should. We absolutely should.
We are making a list. Like, we have a list.
Taryn will just show up by herself.
Yeah.
We will just the rest of the pod is just not going
to Baby Sound Bottles Up. This is me and me alone.
Yeah, now get out your 2 hours, you're going to hear me screaming into the microphone about good food.
So then you're going to leave.
You're eating?
How dare you? Put the cake down.
Oh my God.
A lot of our listeners. No.
Well, thank you
so much for coming on, Dawn. This was fun. I feel like we could go on and on and on for days about y'all's experiences. But thanks for sharing and coming on. And this was really fun.
Yes, thank you for having me. Yes, and please, if you do a food, have me back because I can.
Yes, ma'am.
I can.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding,
girls? I can food shame better than most.
My word. We'll bring the facts. Well, you know what? We'll get together a spreadsheet.
Yeah. Share notes.
Yes. Here's our reference pages. Well, thank you so much for coming on the app. Really, we so much appreciate it. And all the laughs. It's so wonderful to meet you.
Yes, good to meet you too. Have a good night. Thanks for having me.
Take care.
Hey y'all, it's Terrin, and we here at the Baby Sound Bottles Up Network have some really exciting news. I am starting a new project, and it's going to be called The Blind Homemaker. It is a YouTube channel, a TikTok, a Facebook page, and I'm really excited for everyone to check it out. You can now go to YouTube, search The Blind Homemaker. Please like and subscribe. And my first video will be coming out on December 3rd. And also go over to TikTok and follow me there on TikTok and leave any feedback that you have. You can email me at Terrin@theblindhomemaker.com. Terrin is capitalized Terrin. Can't wait to see you there. I'm Terrin, and I'm the Blind Homemaker. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a nurturer. I'm a teacher. I'm a chef. I'm a housekeeper. I'm a decorator. And I also just so happen to be blind. But my blindness doesn't define me, and it doesn't define you either. On this channel, I want to teach you how to reach your fullest homemaking potential. So come on in, fix yourself a plate, and spend some time with me. The video portion of this trailer shows me, Terrin, the blind homemaker, completing day-to-day tasks like putting on my hat and my boots, going outside and collecting eggs, and making my bed. The Blind Homemaker is brought to you by the Babies Down Bottles Up Network. Happy homemaking.
You just grabbed my hand, did you?
No, just hold the mic.
You have to talk really close to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
So just beep about it.
Oh.
like I.
Hey!
On that note, we're so excited to bring our next guest to the podcast.
Perfect intro.
Perfect intro. Oh my God. So we have none other than Mr. Terrin Landry. No, I'm just kidding.
God damn.
I don't even know what to say to that. Stop laughing.
Oh,
It's just not funny.
he's like,
I'm in charge.
yeah. Cory, welcome to the pod. I don't think we've ever had you on here. Like,
No.
on the record.
No, not on the record. No.
You don't enjoy being on the record.
I'm usually behind the closed door laughing at something y'all haven't heard yet or answering a question that, y'all haven't heard yet. Yep. Or also screaming at the kids that are trying to ruin the podcast.
Mom's recording.
Yes. That happened today.
Scarlett FaceTime me while we were
Yeah, Scarlett. I was like, baby, what? She's like, she literally goes, I'm feeling nauseous and I can't breathe. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what we can do. And then we talked it out, and she's like, can I get some water? I was like, oh, you're not connected to anything right now. You can go upstairs and go get your own water. So she ran up the stairs, got a full glass of water, ran downstairs, drank the whole glass of water. I was like, look, kid.
That's why your stomach hurts.
I was like, no. I was like, look. I was like, I love you dearly, but you are not nauseous because you just downed that water, and I don't see you breathing even slightly heavy, even something that I can't do. I was like, you are not a short breath. You just wanted attention.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And she kind of like, maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have you here for our Veterans Day episode.
Yeah.
Cory, have you listened to the podcast after it's produced and out, or do you just listen to your wife's side and hope to understand what's going on?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Oh. That means he doesn't listen at all. No.
Oh,
He
yeah.
listens here and there, but he's not a solid listener. Shame him. Go.
Oh, shame.
Okay.
How dare you not listen?
That's all you got, Keisha? Come on. Hit him harder. This
God.
guy's in the
I mean, he's
military.
probably-
I was expecting at least some type of bell going.
I mean,
shame,
he was.
shame, ding.
I mean, I have to give him some slack because he had to sit and listen to someone whisper "abuelita" while he was editing back in the day.
That was that. I do remember
was
that.
Or you had to cut out the 50,000 likes. I just leave them in there. I embarrass him. Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
No, what I would do when I got tired of it is I would send them a 3-minute clip of like.
I remember that.
Oh yes, like.
I cannot with y'all.
But no, in my defense, in my honest to God defense, I don't listen to any podcasts.
Okay, we'll accept that today.
Yes.
But then,
What do you listen to?
Audio books.
oh, okay.
Books?
The voices in
You're
his
a
head.
nerd?
See, here's the thing.
What kind of books do you read? This is going to be great.
Ooh. Right now, I'm listening to The Expanse,
Oh, you read
which is a
series and stuff.
sci-fi.
Okay, sci-fi series and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a nerd.
I am a
Yeah.
nerd.
Married
Yes.
the nerd. Terrin?
Always marry the nerd. They have high earning potential.
Oh, thank you for the good tips. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be out there marrying no Rico Suave. Okay. That's not what you need.
Bitch, I am a Rico Suave.
He's I'm a Rico Suave
yes,
nerd.
You are,
okay?
baby.
I'm the Suave of all the Ricos.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's get going on what we're actually here to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We get distracted easily. Okay. So I was told that you were going to give us a lesson. Would it be a history lesson?
Definitely not a history lesson.
It would be
civics.
No. No. What is it called? Like when you tell someone like what they should do? Damn it. What is it called?
Danny, Google it. No.
You know, like when your mom
ROTC.
is like, mind your manners. What is it called? No. It's getting further and further away from me as I
just give us a lesson. Okay. Just teach us right.
A life lesson.
Teach a life lesson.
I'm just seeing this thought bubble. It's going,
I
bye.
can't. It's getting further away from me. No, it's like when your mom's like, that's not proper. You know, you need
etiquette.
Yes, etiquette. Thank you. Oh,
okay.
Nerds for the win.
Nerds for the win. I told y'all, nerds. Marry the nerd.
Go nerds.
Ooh. Anyway, teach us.
Teach us.
So, Veterans Day that's coming up is actually twofold. Some people believe that it's like combat veterans, people who actually deployed, people who served in combat, went overseas, actually went to the fight. But it's not actually true per se. Those are you consider combat veterans, but a veteran itself is anybody who has served. And to actually truly hold that title is you actually have to serve your contract fully. And you know, you get out, you get your what they call a DD-214, which is like your exit slip.
Them's your discharge papers.
Yeah, your discharge papers. Good job.
I'm here for you, babe.
And you actually become a veteran. You can put that on your plate, you can put that on your license, all that jazz.
You can get your free shit on Veterans Day.
And it has to be 20 years, right?
No.
See, here's the funny thing, madam. I am a veteran twice over. I have actually had 2 DD-214s and I'm working on my 3rd.
Wow.
I actually served my initial contract from 2006 to 2012. I got out because that was the height of the Afghan war and I got tired of being shot at. And then Scarlett was born and I tried to do a little stint in the Air Force and I realized I absolutely hated.
Oh, we just talked to an Air Force wife. Watch your mouth. And I just said that if Delaney wanted to enlist, I would tell her to join the Air Force.
And here's the thing, madam. I served in the Air Force, so I could say with my chest, I fucking hated it.
Okay.
Wait, how long were you in the Air Force?
I was in the, that was what?
A couple years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I did that. And realized that was not my cup of tea.
You were also a reservist, and you prefer to be active duty.
So it wasn't it wasn't for me. Ended up, not re-enlisting again, and talked to the Army recruiter, and I went active again. And that has been our life. How many years now?
7, 8.
Oh yeah. I'm almost
Wow.
about to retire. Oh, it's so close.
But yeah, you don't have to retire to be a veteran.
Yes.
You just have to have served your contract. And there's contracts as short as 2 years.
Oh.
And we actually have people doing that all the time. They join 2 years, they, get some training in, they serve their country for a little bit, and they get college.
And you can even go to college and get certificates while you're in, and then you can get your GI Bill and you can, like Dawn was saying, pass it on to your children or use it yourself. And it's realistically a pretty short time commitment for such a huge payoff benefit in the end.
Yeah. And that actually, basically what I did is I have my associate's degree and I am a certified logistician.
Whatever that means.
Right. Big words.
Which means I could do logistician-y stuff.
What?
Certifiedly.
Certified. You know what? You can logic your ass off.
Yes. Not
Certified.
logic. Not logic. I can't math.
Logistic.
Yes.
You're off. Sorry.
Yes. Yes. I can move one box to another place.
Oh.
Via stuff. And then I'm gonna put my stamp on it.
That's right. So okay, so now we know what a veteran is. Tell us about Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is actually one thing that I actually see regular civilians celebrate, and I absolutely hate it.
Mm-hmm.
People think that it is a time to barbecue. It's time to, gather around with family and just wave the American flag. That's not true. Memorial Day is actually in its name. Memorial. It's to remember the service members who died while serving. So it is the people who died in my time, died in Afghanistan or died before our time, like in Desert Storm,
in Iraq,
or any service member who has died.
And that's training exercises. That's if they're out in the field and something tragic happens. All of those things count too.
Yes, and it is, like I said, people think it is time to, pull out the barbecue, but it's actually a time to mourn. It's time to, and what I think and what I believe is basically to give thanks to those people and to remember those people who served and gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. So respectfully, like on Memorial Day, don't thank a service member and pour one out for the ones who can't be with us.
Don't say happy Memorial Day.
Yes.
Not happy.
No, it's not a happy time. And that's one thing I hate it when people come up to me and say, Happy Memorial Day. It's like, no, especially if I'm in uniform.
Oh my God.
And it's just people don't know. They don't understand what Memorial Day is for and the difference between like Memorial Day, Armed Service Day, Veterans Day. They don't really understand the difference. That's why I felt like it was important to have Cory come on and just kind of explain that just for clarification. The more you know.
Right. And then you said, what was the other one? Active
Armed
duty?
Service.
Oh,
yeah, Armed Service Day.
Okay.
That one is just, celebrate your fellow peeps that are in the service.
So when like how that? I've heard people, honestly, I don't remember.
Such one of those convoluted, donut day. It's not something that's really celebrated actively. But there is a Armed Service Day, and that's just, celebrate the people who actually are in the service, still serving, have served.
Yeah. So usually Armed Service Day is serving. Veterans is have served. Memorial is lost their life protecting us. Right.
So when is it celebrated? The third Saturday in May? Is that true?
Memorial Day? It's always like the last month.
Memorial Day.
Oh.
That's the last Monday of May, right?
Wait, did you Google that?
Google is free.
I feel like he just Googled when is Armed Forces Day.
I did.
Okay, well, if that's what the Googler says, that's what it is.
Yeah, the third Saturday of May, it says.
Okay, well, that's when it is, y'all. Y'all heard it here first.
I never knew that.
Yeah, my phone's like way over there, so I can't Google it either.
Hey, what's the best part of being a veteran?
Yeah.
He's not a veteran yet.
Well, he's a two-times veteran.
Yeah, I'm a
two-times vet. He's like those
He's
old
a combat
people.
vet.
Like he's like those old people that retire but then go back to work.
Period.
Because they can't give it up. They're so used to it.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm still trying to think of what the best part of being a veteran is. I mean, shit. I'm old. I'm tired.
Oh,
My
Lord.
back hurt. My hair falling out.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make this shit sound good, bro.
Right?
He got to shave his head now.
Yeah.
I mean, on Monday, what are you planning on doing on Veterans Day? Like, because you get a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend?
Well, see, this year was awesome.
The blizzard
apocalypse came through Colorado. And we got 7 days off. Oh my God. I don't even know what to do with myself.
Wait, so you're off from today until to the following
month? Yesterday.
Ma'am, I was off the last 2 days.
I'm gonna go join the army. No, I'm just kidding.
I've already looked into it. They don't take blind bitches.
I know. God damn. Y'all need to stop discriminating.
Well, see, it's not even the fact that they don't take blind bitches. My wife does not take orders for nobody. Look,
I would get too mad.
Hey, can you do it? And she goes, what?
The things that I've heard about, like, how things are, I would probably make it half a day.
It's honestly what I tell everybody and about anything. It is what you make it. So people say they hate it. People say they can't do it. People say they can't hang. People say they don't like Colorado. People say they love Colorado. People say they hate their duty station. No, it is what you make of it. So me, I have my bad days, but I also have really good days. It's the same as this is another job.
I was about to say, it's still work,
it's
right?
Just work.
Like, at the
yeah.
end of the day, it's just you're just showing up to work.
On a good day, I literally get up, I work out, I go to work at 9, I log into my computer, I check my emails, I do my little, supply job.
You eat the delicious lunch that your wife packed for you.
Yes.
I like that.
Why do you have to say it so sexy?
That's just my voice. I was born this way.
I was born this way.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Cory's like, who the fuck is Greg?
I'm who the fuck is Greg?
That's so fucking funny.
Is this like I have to listen to the podcast now kind of thing?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
You don't listen, so you don't know.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
I have nothing to do with this.
27 episodes.
I don't go here.
Anyway.
She said I don't go here.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Anyway, so yeah, no, I start work at 5. I eat the lunch that my wife gave me, and
You got to say that shit's sexy, bro.
You said it wrong.
I prefer sarcasm over sexy.
I don't do sexy.
That's what our marriage counselor said, at least.
Yeah. And I boss around my 2 little privates, and I call it a day.
Privates are soldiers, not cojones.
Yes.
Wait, and you only have 2? Who gets to choose how many you are in charge of?
He personally has 2.
Yes. I personally have 2. Now, that is in my section. And I could go into the whole rank structure, but it all depends on what your job is and what you are doing for the Army. Like me, I am the sole logistician in my company, and that just means I am in charge of all the moving stock and the actual property. When I say property, I mean like the computers, the vehicles, yada, yada, yada. I'm in charge of all of that. So yes, I would like to have more people, but I only have 2. There's another team who basically sets up our internet. I don't know. They do some nerd hoodoo, and they get this little disc on top of a Humvee, which is a truck, and they point it to the space. And I don't know. I tried to follow it, and he's like, I'm looking at a satellite that's in space. And if I do it at this angle and I shoot it to this angle, everybody gets internet. I go, wow, magic.
And he was just like, can I watch YouTube on it?
What?
And the answer, no, real talk. She tried to make a joke, but I literally was like, hey, what satellite is this? And he's like, well, it's like this one, this, that, and the other. He's like, but if I angle it 14 degrees to the left, I can get HBO. I was like, no.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
What?
I was like, again, magic. And then he just like looked at me. He's like, magic is just science. You just don't understand. I was like, you're a nerd. Shut up. And but all that to say, they have a team of 14, and they have like 2 sergeants and like 12 other privates.
wow.
So it all just depends on what you're doing. But I have 2, and I'm trying to get one to get promoted to do bigger, better things in the Army, and the other one, I still think he's a spy for Turkey.
Turkey?
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's Turkish. He barely speaks English.
He's
Oh,
Turkish.
Lord.
He doesn't speak English.
He didn't have his security
Oh
clearance
my,
yet
he still
'cause
doesn't
was-
have.
Wait,
Yeah.
how is he even
Citizen.
in the...
How, woman? How? Yeah.
I'm just... What? I'm confused.
I am too.
You just work there.
I walk into the office. I see him. He's like, "Hello, Sergeant," and I'm like, "Oh, you're still here?"
So when you walk in, do they have to stand up and like salute you?
So I could make that a rule if I wanted to.
That's cool.
I mean, that's some things that it's kind of not really spoken much about the military, and it's not really. It's kind of like, what is the word I'm looking for? Not taboo, but it's kind of like it's an unspoken
rule.
Yeah, well, it's like I could actually tell my soldier at what time is it right now? Like, I don't know, it's freaking midnight o'clock. I'd be like, hey, get up. I need you to go to the office. And he has to say, okay.
Wow.
Or to the extreme of we're in combat, we're taking fire. I say, hey, I need you to go over that hill and secure it so we can all move forward. And he has to say, yes, Sergeant. And, he could die. But in the same token, yes, I'm in charge of this dude to like his
life
depends on the decisions that I make. If I make a bad decision and he gets messed up, that's on me.
Wow.
So it's forever.
That's scary.
Yeah,
and he doesn't speak English. Jeez.
Yeah, but the other kid, I'm blessed to have this dude. He's smart as hell. So I tell him,
maybe that's why they gave you the Turkish guy.
Oh my God, I think so. Did they even it out?
Yeah.
Oh, one of the best things. Like, Keisha, I have a question. If you tell your kids, hey, go see if Apple is picking something up, what is the unspoken like dialect there?
Go and see what your dad is picking up.
Yeah, well, I mean, and if
it's like, okay, say y'all go to the grocery store and you're unloading groceries from the Uber or whatever, and you're like, hey, go see if there's still groceries in the car. You expect that if there's still groceries in the car, that they're going to help get the groceries out the car.
Yes. Okay. We got that out. We got that in the air. Okay. My soldier tells my Turkish soldier, and mind you, I am of rank that I am one of the senior leaders in my section. I'm like in close ties and pretty close friendship with the commanding staff. So if I'm sweeping, a private should freak the fuck out and go, "Oh my God!" and then like
grab the broom.
Yes, grab the broom because I'm of that rank.
Right.
So I'm unloading a van and it's our stuff. I don't care. It's just a job. And I'm unloading it. And my soldier tells the Turkish guy, like, hey, go see if Sergeant Landry is unloading that truck. And Turkish guy runs out of the office, looks at me. I look at him. We meet eyes. And I'm just downloading everything. And he runs off. And then I was like, well, that was weird. And I was thinking I was going to talk about this later. But then I go back to the office and my soldier, the higher ranking one, is like yelling at the Turkish guy. And I was like, what's up, guys? And he goes, this motherfucker, I asked him to see if you were going to download this truck. He ran out, looked at you, came back in and went, yes. I said, yes.
And then got on the TikTok.
And then went back on his phone. Yes.
Oh, God. Do you get to send them home? Like if they're like not following their whatever you're telling them to do?
No. I literally had to find something to kick him out of the army or, something like that. Or just beat it into him until he learns.
Yeah. So it's like when he has to choose somebody out about something that they did, that's when they have to stand at parade rest. They have to do all of that when they're getting their ass chewed.
That's my rules. It could be that, there are some really hard ass soldiers out there that are so like me. I don't tell you, hey, I'm in charge. You just know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the only time that that the good soldier, we call it lock him up. That means whenever they are standing at parade rest or their hands behind their back, yada, yada. He's me and this other guy, that the good one, have been working together for almost a year.
The good one.
The good one. My good kid. I don't want to give his name out. My good kid. Yeah, my good kid, my bad kid. My good
Prize child.
my prize stallion.
And my stepchild. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He's my good stepchild. Which is funny because he's black too.
It's my son. The funny thing is there's soldiers coming into the army that are old enough to be our children. Well, not mine, but Cory's child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like I've only had to like fuss at him twice. And it was, stupid mistakes, but like he makes his mistakes and I go, hey, that was dumb. But like, it's usually if I get yelled at, he's getting yelled at, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, no, you'll see me walking down the hall and I'm yelling out his first name. Whenever we don't call each other by our first names, but I'm yelling at his first name. He's like, what? I'm like, where are you?
It's even like that with his commander. Like we've hung out like on a personal level. Like we've gone to play Top Golf and that's when I beat them at Top Golf. And he does not understand how a blind person can do that. And we had to take picture proof. And now he's convinced I'm not actually blind. He wants to see my paperwork.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, ladies, guys, people on the chat and the people who are listening. Listen, listeners. We're in Walmart today and we are walking down the aisle and my wife literally grabbed me and stopped and turned almost a 180 and went, oh, that outfit is beautiful. And I'm like, bitch, how did you see that on that?
I can sense a beautiful outfit in my soul. I can sense it.
It's like it has its own aura. Huh?
I'm just saying. I was like, look, maybe that guy's right. I had to buy it. I'm just saying, I bought it.
She came home with me.
It came home. She has yet to put it on.
Tomorrow.
But I was like, how the fuck did you see that? I didn't even see that. So,
wow.
I don't know.
Funny.
The conspiracy is conspiracy.
You've literally been to the eye doctor with me, but it's fine. Whatever.
It could have been a paid actor.
Oh,
it could have been CGI.
CGI.
I didn't look into your eyes. He just took pictures. I mean, I could have uploaded things from the Googles.
From the Google machine.
From the Google machine. What does cataracts look like?
I don't have cataracts.
Exactly.
You done made your name. Your doctor's gonna be upset with you.
You're like the kids. Like when they say something, you try to lie in public, and the kids tell on you.
Oh yeah, we can't come tonight. We have a church function. We don't go to church.
Yeah, they're 5 and 7. No, I'm 10. Oh, God damn it. You're 7 today.
We're trying to get in on that child discount.
Right.
She's over here asking me to buy her a new cane. She doesn't even use the one she got.
I just like going side of guide with you when we're together.
You just want to hold me. That's all it is.
Uh-huh.
It's all a ruse.
Well, this was fun. I think this is going to be a really good episode. There's so much information that was shared that I didn't know. And I'm sure a lot of our listeners didn't know because we all blind and we don't do military because they don't want us. No, I'm just kidding.
They said we can't go there. They said you can't sit with us.
Yeah.
They're not like us.
Is there anything that you wanted to share that you hadn't been able to share yet?
I mean, most of the things that I want to share, I mean, yes, I understand this is a predominantly blind community that listens to this. But like, if you have kids who are sighted, it is a wonderful resource to actually join the military. We are under a recruitment crisis.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Do y'all take 6-year-olds? No.
16-year-olds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 16? you have to sign a waiver, but yes.
Oh, damn.
I know what I think is stupid. I hate to say it. I'm preaching like, hey, yeah, join the army, but don't join that young. No, you can be 16, go to Afghanistan or go to whatever third world country that we're fighting and fight for your country, but you can't buy a pack of damn cigarettes.
Right.
Or a beer.
Wow.
Or a beer.
Or a beer.
Or vote.
Or vote.
Or vote. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anywho, continue.
Anywho, but all that to say, it's a wonderful resource. I mean, yes, I got college. I haven't paid a dime toward tuition. Matter of fact, whenever I went to college, I was getting paid to go to college. I was actually getting more money.
Wow.
And I still have the GI Bill, which is the free college that everybody talks about. But I literally used other resources that are available while I was in the service. And yes, I am going to retire before my mother, which is awesome. And when I'm retired, because of everything I've done, I'm actually going to get, basically the same amount of money I'm getting right now for sitting on my ass. It took a while, but yes, it's great. But you don't have to do my route. You don't have to do the whole 20 years. You
serve one contract.
Serve a contract. It could be as little as 2, 3, 6 years. It doesn't matter to the Army. What matters is you actually do it honorably. And then when you get out, go to college. And then your GI Bill actually pays for your college, and it also pays for your housing. It also pays for food. I mean, it pays for everything. And then have a head start in life, because if ask a doctor anywhere how much school debt they're still in.
Right. For real.
I mean, even so, like he's talking about that. If you want to be a doctor, go into, ROTC, get your degree through the military. Yes, you have to give some of your time to the military as a doctor for the military. But then after that time is over, you are a doctor and you don't have a pile of student debt.
Not even after that's over. You go to your school with the promise that you're going to serve time afterwards. You're going to do your job. Like I had to have a surgery. The surgeon that I had was a colonel in the Army. However, he wasn't a colonel. He was a colonel because that is how much the Army wanted to pay him. Does that make sense? It is a whole term that I'm not going to get into it. But yes, he technically was a colonel, but that was just because he was paid that much. He was a doctor. Everybody called him doctor. He actually had DR in front of his name, but he was serving in the practice of which he went to school for the Army. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
He was a facial mandibular surgeon. What kind of specialist is that? And think about how much that would have cost him in the outside.
Right.
Let's just say he redid my face, made me look more handsome because my face was ugly and didn't work right.
Oh, Lord.
It
didn't work right.
It didn't work right. And my wife was like, hey, can you make him look like Jason Statham? I shit you not. He looked at me and went,
Chris
oh, no, not Jason. Yeah, sorry,
she did. I remember that.
Can you make him look like Chris Pratt? And he goes, Parks and Rec or Jurassic Park? And my wife's like, what do you think? And he's like, well, I end up healing like the Team U version of Jason Statham, but it's fine. It's fine. But I think it was like day 2 of my healing process. I started swelling and I wasn't doing right, so I went to the ER. My doctor came and checked on me, and he's like, okay, yeah, you're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Just swelling. Let me take you home. The dude was driving a Jaguar.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't know what you do for a living, but you ain't making Army pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that to say, consider joining the military.
Yes.
My neighbor, he's a doctor in the military. I think he's in the Army.
Yeah. What the thing is, though, is he's a doctor with no debt.
Yeah.
He has no school debt. He has no college debt. Whenever he serves his time in the service, which is basically the Army, you serve that time for the Army to wipe your debt. Whenever he actually gets back into the civilian sector and does his job in which he went to school for, he's 100% profit.
That's wild.
No debt. But I mean,
you can also deploy in that time.
Yeah, well, yeah, but then but see, the thing is, for those kind of doctors, they go overseas and they sit in an air base in
the hospital, essentially.
Yeah, like they sit in the non-combat area and piddle around and wait for a surgery to do. But I mean, you don't have to be, we're all talking about doctors and stuff like that. If you want to be a plumber, if you want to be an electrician, if you want to be
a
lawyer, any job there is on the civilian world, you could do in the Army or the military. I just know the Army because I'm in the Army, but you could do that for the Marines or the Navy or the Air Force or the Space Force, whatever the hell that is.
They don't go here.
They don't go here. They're weird. But yeah, you can do that and then not have any debt.
Yeah, no debt. That's that's the mission in life. You don't have debt. That's pretty cool.
Well, thank you, baby, for coming on.
Thank you. We haven't had you on more often.
And thank you for not spilling any of our deep, darkest secrets.
Yet. That's for the next episode.
That's for Patreon. That's for next time.
Yeah, so if you want to hear Cory's deep, dark secrets, make sure you go and join Patreon. And also,
the last time I was on Patreon, it got wild.
Oh, we ordered tiny tacos.
Oh, Lord. I haven't listened to that episode yet. Oh, my God. And that was my heart out day. But don't forget to follow us on our socials. Babies Down, Bottles Up, everywhere that counts. You can find it in our show notes. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is probably a long one for y'all, but it's entertaining. So it's worth the listen.
Definitely.
All right. Bye, guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.